Hi everybody, this is going to be my last video that I'm going to upload this year. So I thought I'd just come on and do a bit of voiceover and explain about my tools and my process and stuff like that. So as you can see, I have this image of the woman with the trees and stuff. I kind of wanted her to be like some kind of like a forest spirit type of thing. So the paper that she's on is the Fabriano 140 pound cold press paper. I've been using that a lot lately. Really like it. It's got like a texture to it, but it's not too bumpy. It's really nice. And of course, I've got my size 2 sable brush, round sable brush, and my Yasutomo Sumi ink. That's off to the side, so you can't see in the video, but once I dip my brush in the ink, I usually have like a little piece of paper on the side or like a tissue, and I'll just wipe it off so I can get a better line. Because if the ink is like dripping off or it's too blobby, you can't get the like a good line, or you can't achieve the line width that you want. Yeah. This video is sped up by like, I think 20%. I also mentioned this in another video, but as you can see, I'm pulling the lines towards me. That's how I get good lines. So you have to kind of manipulate your paper and turn it around and manipulate your brush and like just do whatever's comfortable for you and what gets the best results. I'm just kind of winging it with the log. As I'm sure you know, trees and plants and logs and wood and is my favorite stuff to draw. And water, like lakes and oceans and stuff. Anything that I can just be free with and be instinctual and just have fun with. Profiles I always find to be really easy to draw. I found that ever since like high school. I just like find it pretty easy, so I really enjoy doing profiles. As you can see here, I'm turning the paper around and around to get the best line so I can pull it towards me and make a good line. Did you guys have a good Christmas? Or just holiday season, I guess, if you don't celebrate Christmas. I want to say thank you to you guys for supporting my Patreon. I'd like to give everybody a big thank you if you support this Patreon, whether you donate $1 or $5. I really, really, really appreciate it. It is kind of mind-boggling out there that there's people who are willing to pay per month to see my content, but I really, really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry that my posts have been kind of sporadic, but in 2018 I'm going to do my best to like post at the start of each month. And Nettle and Petal is like the first part is like out of the way, like just kind of introducing the characters and stuff, but now she's going to leave home and really like the story really kind of kicks off. It's not gonna be like action packed or anything, but getting into the meat of the story and like change up the setting a little bit. And I'm really excited for you guys to meet Nettle. No spoilers, but they have some hijinks together. So this is my favorite part of any piece that I'm doing if it involves watercolors, and that's the coloring part. Also, you guys, I'm so freaking sorry. I just realized this, that because my like camera is kind of attached to the table, I'm like wiggling the table and the camera's going like wow wow wow. I'm really sorry. I'll try to make it more steady next time. Watercolor tip: when you're doing like a large section like this, you have to keep you have to like have a lot of color on your brush and keep it wet and kind of blobby, because you need to, well, not so blobby that it makes the paper get wrinkly, but you have to have enough so that gives you time to like go get more paint and then come back and come back again, you know? Because if you just like doing like a dry brush effect, then it'll dry super fast and then you can't go back and like you can't get oh my god, what you can't get a flat like a smooth color. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. This piece with the girl and the trees, I didn't have this color palette in mind when I first started. I thought it was going to be like really lush greens and yellows and stuff, but I went with kind of like a dusky pinks and oranges and more of a soft color palette. But it's actually quite nice because I haven't done anything like that before. Well, for quite a while anyway. Just mixing my colors here off camera. I'm sure that's thrilling for you guys to watch. So I wanted to have like I'm like not that great with color, and I'm gonna try to study some color stuff next year. Like, but I have a hard time making it look believable and choosing like dynamic colors. Like all my tree trunks are usually just brown and the leaves are green. You know what I mean? Like some people can use like purples and make it look really cool and like really realistic. So I think I was like trying to do that in this piece. Now as you can see, the brown there is like still wet, so I was able to like mix a bit of purple in with it, and then it like dries really nice. If I'm gonna do shading on it though, I usually wait for the first layer to dry because I prefer like a bold looking shading, if that makes sense. Oh, sorry, it's wobbly. Bear with me, guys. Should I stop saying guys? When I say guys, I mean like guys and girls, but I don't know, it's just a habit. I was pretty happy with how this piece turned out, just because I don't usually make stuff with this color palette, like I said, so it was kind of a challenge. Kind of winged it, but I was happy with the final result. I'll try to be a bit more bold in the future. And there we have it. Once again, I want to say thank you so much. I really hope you have a good new year. I'd love to hear your feedback, so if you want to leave some comments on this post and just let me know what you like about my Patreon, what you don't like about my Patreon. Please let me know. Thank you for supporting me in this way. It really means a lot. And I really hope that I can make some really cool stuff for you all next year. All the best in 2018. I really hope you have a successful and happy and joyful year. And be safe and put good things out into the world. Thank you once again.